how we do. We got Mason, Diddy, and Cameron up, man.
Yeah, man, I want to talk a little bit about Mace finally getting his publishing back from Diddy. Allegedly, this is what Cameron's saying. I don't know what we could really,
Take it in.
He really said this in a rap song. I'm seeing a lot of blogs and articles pick
Pick
up on
this
the
up.
story. He said it in a new song, and in that song, he boasts about getting an 8-figure deal. He says it's 30 million for this
Now hold
sports
on.
show.
Yeah. Now hold on. Yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for us, man. Put us
Yeah,
in the algorithm. We really appreciate that, man. We trying to get
yeah,
this video out to more people,
we need to, because I'm just gonna say it, Bob. Give him a peek behind the curtain. We've been suspended from the YouTube partnership
Yeah.
program. We could get back in on November, but in the meantime, a free way to support us is to subscribe. That way, when we get back partnered with YouTube, we can start getting our bread back in, which ain't really that much to begin with, but that is something, and that helps us produce the show. So if you want to help us out, if you want to keep us going, go ahead and subscribe. But back to Mace getting his publishing back from Diddy. Now, we heard a song from Cameron. That's where this is coming from. We haven't seen any paperwork. We haven't heard Diddy chime in on this, saying that he gave the publishing back. Last time I heard about Diddy talking about this, Diddy said that he got the paperwork that shows Mace owed him $3 million.
Right,
and Mace was trying to buy the publishing back for $2 million. So we don't know. But
yeah, we do got to take that. Rappers, like I just told you on the last one, rappers do be, they be just rapping on the beats, and they gonna say things that maybe could be the stretch truth. Maybe it don't, like you said, allegedly.
Rappers will lie on interviews. They'll lie on songs. They'll lie on paperwork. It's anybody could lie.
They'll lie on beef tracks, right?
But let's be shrewd about this. Let's trust, but let's verify. If we can't get this from a reliable source, some really solid journalism, I'm just gonna take it as a nigga said. This is what a nigga said. That comes with media literacy. A lot of times we heard people say things in songs that turned out not to be true. I'm not saying it ain't true. I'm just saying we don't have a lot of reasons to believe that this is true, even though it's being reported. Now, in this same song, Cameron alleges that he got an 8-figure deal for him and Mace's sports show, which is hella entertaining.
Shout out! I
recommend anybody. What is it called? It Is What It Is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Go ahead and check that out. It's funny. A lot of pause jokes. They said they got 30 million for that. He also says in the song that he refused 3 million. He said they threw him 3 million. He threw it back, looked at Mace and said, "What we gonna do with that? What we gonna do with the 3 million?" And I guess he was able to finagle 30 million. If that's true, kudos to that man. I love to see somebody with a podcast, YouTube show get into the bag. I would love to do that. Somebody throw in 30 million, I'd be happy.
You sound quick.
Listen, we'll be making 5 segments a day promptly. We'll be like Stephen A and goddamn Skip.
Right.
So also in that same song, I'm switching lanes a little bit, but in that same song where he talks about Mace getting his publishing back, getting an 8-figure deal worth 30 million, he also says that he stopped his young boys from robbing DJ Khaled.
I mean, this is how I feel. Listen, this is how I feel, though. These rappers to me, and look, I like some of them. I listen to them. I like they swag. I like their persona. I love it. Yeah. But when it comes to when they get on wax and they just be rapping, it's like I feel that is sometimes misleading. I feel like they'll just mislead me just to get me to be like, oh, damn, you heard what he said.
It's for the shock value.
Yeah.
They're provocateurs. That's a word for it. Provocateur.
Exactly.
It's going to get people's attention. Everybody's talking about the deal. I think it was a good marketing move. But when you say you stopped your young boys from robbing DJ Khaled, maybe you might have stopped them from attempting to rob DJ Khaled. But how do we know that DJ Khaled wasn't on point? You might have stopped them from getting murdered out there. or legally smoked in self-defense, the shit might not have went y'all way.
True.
You know,
true,
and then
true.
it could have went back on you. So it's like, you know, maybe you were trying to save yourself from getting into an issue. That's possible. Because everybody ain't going.
A lot of ways.
Everybody ain't going. Straight up. And we from a place where Khalid been for a long time.
Khalid going.
Don't let all of that motivational speaking and that God did shit fool you. You will catch an issue trying to run up on Khalid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Khalid got the backing. He got a little people around him.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Khalid ain't out here being naive in the world. He got to make it home to a side.
Yeah, but if somebody draw down on Khalid, man, he may need to. He may be going, man. Khalid don't strike me as a guy that's he's standing on too much business to where he like, look, man.
He got people around him though. You know what I'm saying? Now look, if they draw down on him and they catch him down the rights, what Khalid better do is comply. You know, live. You know, all of that stuff should be insured anyway. Matter of fact, Khalid might be wearing fake jewelry. I don't know. Yeah. But you don't want to get into a fight for your life over some petty ass jewelry, in my opinion.
For real,
we don't know. But that was I don't know.
That was a good take.
Is that even cool to be saying? I stopped my young boys from robbing Khalid. Like, is that
in the hip hop community? This is the world.
You nigga. We gotta be. Okay, go ahead.
I say yes. In the hip hop culture, and you trying to market, and you're a rapper. You saying things that's gonna, appease to the audience. He ain't going to Wall Street and talking like this. He's talking to the hip hop community. So yes, I think this does push his persona as being gangster, as being somebody that's stepping, Killer Cam, Murder Mace. This is the hip hop game. This is what we, this is what we glorify. So yeah, I feel like that does help his case. But asking me, I would say no. I won't feel like you should be doing that to be in the community around people, but I understand you marketing. This is your business. So who am I to tell you?
We asked a question in the community section recently, and we were asking, is mainstream hip hop culture becoming trash culture? Didn't go crazy, but we had 11 people vote. Let me vote now. I'm gonna say yeah. Let's see where it's at. They ain't gonna show me 92% of the people said yes, 8% said no. And I'm inclined to agree because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Why are we always talking about robbing and killing? And then you go to the club talking about you trying to have a good time when all you listening to is songs hypnotizing you to rob and kill. And then we wonder why all of the clubs get shot up. We all kill each other. It's like, that's whack to me. It's like, maybe, I just celebrated a 38th birthday. Maybe it's because
Did you go to the club? Did you go to the club?
Of course not. Of course not. That's not even fun to me anymore. Like, a nigga my age be thinking like, damn, all of those club outings, you probably could save up 2 or 3 club outings and take yourself on a nice little trip.
Yeah.
Like, why do I want to buy a bottle for $200-$300 when as soon as I leave the club and go to the liquor store, this bottle is going to be less than $100?
Yeah. But you know what I noticed now too? I'm glad that you said that. I gotta call out Earn Your Leisure because they tried to finesse a whole bunch of people and they made a rap concert and they had, I think Mason them was there. Yeah. And they tried to sell some finance literature. Y'all come on, we got the finance, and you pay $1,800. We got more performances from rappers, $1,800. And they just gonna have Ja Rule and all of these rappers. And I'm like, yo, they're trying to put the finance literacy with the rap and buy these tickets so you can make money. And is I ain't like that, man.
Oh yeah,
I ain't like that.
Listen, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm of the opinion that a large percentage of these business gurus, especially in the hip hop space, are glorified preachers, scam artists, snake oil salesmen. I don't really think they're gonna give you the tools that you need. And at the end of the day, it's like a pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing scheme type of stuff. They're getting money, but you go to these things and they say a lot of stuff to hype you up, make you feel good, but there's not a whole lot of substance in it. And yeah, they will line you up for the okie doke. I mean, think about how many people was out there watching the Breakfast Club thinking that they getting some kind of insight into the real estate world, and then they donate some money just to find out that it's a scheme. Now people trying to sue to get their money back from DJ Envy and the other guy. Same thing with these conventions. I see people spend hundreds, thousands of dollars to come to these conventions when you really could have just sat down and read a few books, but you so thirsty for somebody to put you on. You done seen the glamour and the lights, and you see him sitting with a Ja Rule or somebody. Now you think this man got the sauce, and it's like, it's somebody in your hood who made a damn near $1 million company. All they doing is pressure washing, but you're not interested in that. You don't want to sit down and build with him. This nigga's out here making money cleaning pools, but that's not that's not fancy enough for you. You need to go to a convention so a nigga can hype you up. I ain't with all of that. That's why when a rapper say something, cuz I'm already looking at it skeptical. Even when we was talking about that 8-figure deal, 30 million. 30 million to who? Is that 30 million over time? I mean, have we seen any paperwork? You got to make it juicy, because that way the next people who offer you a deal, you could refer to that. But is that really what? I don't know. I don't want to sound like a hater, but I'm just saying these numbers. I mean, even if it was 30 mil, we know that ain't 30 mil going straight to Cameron and Mace. It's a lot of people getting parts of that. That's just how it works.
Could be, could be like a 5-year, $30 million deal, something like that.
If y'all say pause too many times and y'all upset the LGBT community, we might have to take that back.
Of course. But we gotta congratulate them coming up. Let's look at it like this. No, they did the podcast, whatever deal they got, that they even got a deal.
Kudos to them. I'm happy for them. I'm pointing out media literacy, how we have to look at these numbers. And I'll give you another example. Kanye told us that he was worth $9 billion over and over again, and people ate that up, believe it. I don't think he was ever worth $9 billion. And we quickly learned that wasn't the case when his bank account started coming out and stuff like that. Another thing, Weezy was talking about Forbes saying that he had 100 million or something like that. He corrected everybody and said, I have nowhere near that. They're reporting that I have money that I don't have. So there's discrepancies always with somebody saying that.
It could be somebody who don't have much money, but they got more than what they trying to claim. We don't really know what people got.
That's the point I'm trying to make. We're not going to know because somebody said a number in a rap song. We're not going to know. We don't have the receipt. So take what you will of this story. It was interesting. Let us know how you feel about Cameron talking about stopping his people from robbing Khalid. Should Khalid be offended by that, or should he be thankful of that? Do you think these guys really got 30 million for the show? 8 figures? I don't know. How you feel about Mace getting his publishing back from Diddy after all these years?
Yeah.
For all we know, Mace owed Diddy. He might have did his ass a favor if it even happened. If you like what you hear, like and share. Chime in on the comments. We answer all of the comments and acknowledge them. And until the next time, go ahead and tell them what they could do, Bob.
Stay shrewd, man. We're going to catch y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Yay.